sorry ass DJ.
You can get some.
It's Thursday, it's 8 o'clock, and it's the Big Detective Show. Welcome home.
Hello. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, David. Well done. 200th show last week.
It was indeed. Look at us.
Yes.
We must get bored at the weekend. Whatever
Yeah.
day it is.
And
Thursday.
welcome to those who are watching on Instagram live.
Yes,
for the first
I
time.
inadvertently found that I could stream to Instagram. So we're having a tester session of Instagram this evening. So if you are on Instagram and can comment, welcome first of all, and also tell us what it's like streaming on there, because I've absolutely no idea.
I commented. Currently, we've got Little Wood P39, Simon C57, someone else, but I don't think the comments are showing up from Instagram.
Comments. So
no, never mind. Oh, I've got a bit of thing going on. But evening, everyone.
There's a few people there. Hello to all them people on there. Anyway, very nice to have you, and we hope this might. There's more people. Bloody hell, there's loads.
Yeah, I think because you get an alert come up saying Instagram live, so it's quite nice.
Keith Fines has commented, "Good evening, all," and you commented, "Enjoy," but it doesn't seem that they're coming through. That's okay. I've just been over and had a look, so there you go. Anyway, please can I get an update? Yes, don't rush, Donna. It's due. It's due. We're in I'm in a position that I can sort it now. Don't worry.
Yeah, so it's only Christmas, wasn't it? I've got a lot of trouble going on with my top tonight. I might have to remove it.
I've
got an underneath. Just make sure I haven't got Welsh farming.
Don't take both tops off, will you?
No.
Again.
Just can't see me bright.
We don't want to be like that again.
No, that's better. Oh, that's better.
Good evening in the chat to all you lovely people on, obviously, Instagram, who, from what I can see on Instagram at the moment, there's lots, oddly.
Yes. Hello, Instagram.
All Littlewood, old awesome, was. Christian Gerard Judge, Simon C, Junior T, Keith Fines, Coin Pod, my old mate Paul Joslin, evening Coin Pod. Can't see the comments coming up, so I'm just going to leave that running. Don't think I'm ignoring you, but I keep having to swap over. And then in our chat, our normal chat, hello to Nick West, Philip Wills, Stephen Brame, Andrew T, Charlie Dreamer, Lady Donna Martin, Di Evans, him with the burnt retinas, Carl Ellis, Dominic Tomczyk, Andy Carriage, Steve Petterkin, Jim Painting, MFC Lion 01. Good evening from Invictus Seekers Metal Detecting Club for Kent, Charity Kent UK. The ever so lovely Gareth Howard, Anne Sherwin, Adrian Quick Draw McStraw, Stephen Spence from Ireland, and Jerry O'Donnell from Clod Busting Relic Hunters in Scotland. Good to have you back, Adrian.
Thank you. Yeah, it's still going on. It's still going on. It's this 50th birthday malarkey. It's still going on. She's out tonight. So
you've been out a number of times in the past week as well, haven't you?
Yeah. So I went out last
28?
Night. What?
27,
28?
27, 28 times in the past week.
I probably have. I went out last night and did something I've never done in my life before. You normally go for an Indian after drinking, but I went for an Indian before drinking with a load of people and managed to drink a lot of beer with the Indian and then a lot of beer after the Indian. So that was quite a crazy night. But yeah, it's wife's gone to see Johnny Hates Jazz, I think, tonight with friends, and she was at the Dorchester.
Oh, well, good friends then, are we really?
No, she liked all that 80s child and all that. So yeah, but no, it's still going on, and it's going on this weekend. And next week's my daughter's birthday. So I had my birthday, the housing manager's birthday, and now my daughter's birthday. A big month, April, big one. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, no, it's only had one.
I also missed Derek Sherwin off the list of hellos. John Nicholson's now here.
Jim.
And do you know what? I was dead nice last week. Bob Hance and Stephen Law. I was dead James Barnes. I was dead Paul Tung. I was dead nice last week. I didn't ban James.
Well, you should ban him now because he's just said something
week?
because he said something insulting.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's
gone. And also, congratulations to Donna Martins, who's got a new bookcase today. Fill it.
Oh, also, Ange sent a nice email thanking us for the composite cleaning pencil that she won the other week. And thank you to Graham Dempsey for that.
Spanish is there. Spanish, my detecting buddy and good friend and confidant. Hello, Steve.
Yes, I am Jim. Jim, Donna's spade, she won a McGrafter in the Christmas prize draw, but Dave has been unable to get it out of the room. He's looking for it. It's there.
It's there. And there's another bag of goodies, including one that only I've got one of, and nobody else in the world has got one of, apart from me. There's one of them in the bag as well, as is the other bag of prizes as well for somebody else who has got extra for my being crap. Not just being crap, but I mean lots of things occur that have caused me to be crap. But hey, we're done. Tonight's guest, unfortunately, short notice, has had to pull out of tonight's show due to family commitments. So you get me and Adrian, but we do have a lot to talk about, don't we, young man?
We do, and especially the guest who's going to come on tonight. When they do come on, it's going to be very interesting, very, very interesting. We won't say much more about it, but I was talking to you before the show about it, and that'll be.
Donna's just actually asked me to hang on to it for a bit. That's just like giving me carte blanche, isn't it?
I think her birthday's coming up soon.
No, I know what it is. Reverse psychology.
Yes.
John Nicholson didn't like the Instagram feed. That's from John Nicholson from CoinPod. So he's back on Facebook. John, I don't know what the feed even looks like on Instagram. I just found the button and pressed it and realised I could do it. Is that it? Just like that?
Yeah.
That's not that bad, is it?
No, to be honest, I think it's I didn't. It's all right. It's weird because there's a delay and I get confused. Yes, there is lots to talk about in the metal detecting, especially with. Should we start with?
No. We'll come back. We'll come back to that one in a bit. Firstly, though, Adrian, I don't know about yourself, but one thing I've noticed, as I'm sure the people from social media land will have, Fisher and Technetics, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Have, let's face it, been very, very busy on social media over the past couple of months. And I think it's actually ramped up even more over the past couple of weeks. Have you noticed?
Oh,
no, you don't go on social media.
No, well, on Instagram, I've seen a few posts and I'm pleased, really, because they're good machines. And those who are new to the hobby and new to detecting probably haven't heard of them, and probably, like you, saw one at a car boot sale, which you bought very cheaply.
Got it very cheaply. It works perfect, yeah.
And they're really good machines. Really, really good machines.
Certain models, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. So there was an issue with them being copied in China. The exact copy, but the name was different. And there was something that I think
Fascia and Technetics.
No, it wasn't called the T. It was something like the X4 or something. But I think the only problem with them was, even though it's an exact copy, there was I think it was the battery holder wasn't very well soldered or something. It used to come loose, something like that. But obviously the warranty on it, good luck if you need to get anything done. But yeah, I mean, I was actually looking at buying a Fisher machine. I won't say what model. James, when he's allowed back in the chat, he was looking at getting a similar one as well. But yeah, they are ramping it up, Fisher. So they do have some funny names and graphics on their machine. Technetics do. on their machines. But I don't know who distributes them now. Has anyone got a Fisher in the chat? Apart from
I think
David.
I think you know who distributes the Technetics one. I'm not sure on Fisher. Fisher Price Toys, maybe.
No. Wrote a complaint letter to them once.
Oh.
A baby playmat, and the toys came off the playmat, and the baby could have choked on it, and I was quite angry and wrote, "Oh my God, that is 20 odd years." I wrote a letter.
Sure.
That was pre-email. Yeah, I wrote a letter.
Did you get a response?
They sent me a brand new thing and £25 voucher, which was nice, but if my child had choked on it and died, I'd have been a little bit more miffed. But they've obviously fixed that.
Well, it depends on which one, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, true. Yes, so I was interested to see Fisher. Yeah, like you said, you mentioned it. I think you mentioned it the other couple of weeks ago. They are ramping it up a bit. So,
Derek Sherwin's got a Technetics Eurotech Pro, and it's a cracking good machine.
Yeah. Oh, Unearthed distributor. Yes. Yeah, here we go. James Barnes, my first detector was Technetics. Awesome. Coin. They are coin. Yeah. Lovely finding coins. And they're not too complicated as well. Yeah. Real coin hunters. But yeah, they're still not cheap. Like pop up now and again.
Digital or digital
Analog.
in the sense that we think of, or analog with
analog?
I don't know, it's generally digital anyway, but
there's
buttons or digital screen, I mean.
There's a lot of confusion about analog and digital, because sometimes, because you're digitizing the sound, which you've got, analog is digital, if that makes sense, because you're digitizing the sound. But yeah, I think I might get one. I think I will, actually.
You know, you're still the person I want to see actually use for a period of time one of the Bliss tools. Obviously, I'd love to see that, because you being the obviously world's leading.
Was it greatest or leading? I can't remember what it was. It was called
leading.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to you. If anybody's got in Adrian's vicinity has got a Bliss tool, I'd love to see Adrian have a go at the Bliss tool, because obviously it's all twirly buttons, none of the digital display. I think you'd get on with that.
The Deep Tech Vista X been taken out the last few weeks, and James has been using it as well. And that's got 7 dials on it, no screen, and it is so nice just to get that boop 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 boop. That's all you get. So
if you carried on, then it'd been like a scene from Star Wars Cantina or something like that.
Yeah. But then you haven't got the wireless. Cordless headphones for me. That's the only thing nowadays. I used to like plugging them in to hear things, but cordless, they're so good now. If you're jumping a ditch or getting up, kneeling down.
That time out's got shorter. Even he says it's getting shorter.
James, what Fisher was it we were looking at getting a while back?
He won't answer you. I'm banned him. I haven't really.
Oh, again? Oh,
I haven't really.
But yeah, definitely. Maybe. I tell you what, we could get.
Wow, Adrian! I've just found inadvertently. I put my mouse over your picture on my screen in the studio here, and the 3 little dots above your screen. I can press it, and I can basically put you on mute or edit your mic settings.
What?
Yeah,
to make me sound.
Hold on. Speak now.
Hello. What's different? Sausages, ham, egg, and chips.
Yeah, I'm just changing volume, and I can turn your echo canceller. Sorry. Anyway, I didn't even know I could do that. Donna Martin still uses the old cordless headphones with their old XP. I've got used to them over the years. And Eagle Eye DJI, he says it was a Fisher F75.
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't that a plane?
No, Technetics Fisher.
Technetics Fisher?
Fisher. Well, no, sorry. Fisher F75, yeah. I'm going to have a quick look, see how much we can.
Something that I was going to mention a bit later on, but Andrew T's just mentioned it. The 1.14 beta 2 is now finished, and I'm waiting for the update. This is with Nokta, and they, we'll be discussing that later. But yeah, we'll discuss the Beast mode. Is it? It's the Beast beta mode, is it?
Beast
so
beta,
I'm sure there'll be one or two people that have something to say about that, but we'll get back onto that a little bit later on, Andrew, because we've also got the video introducing the new machine, which is only available on Amazon, which will, as you say there, rival the cheap junk from China.
Yeah. We'll talk about that. I've only actually spoken to someone in the last 2 years who's bought a Chinese detector, who's began detecting. And they do two people actually. And after they bought it, they said to me, "Oh, how should I do it?" And I said, "Well, good luck, because you will find horseshoes and coins at like an inch down. That's about it. But best to buy. I think Nokta are going to 4 months into this year, and they've already brought out another machine. It's just blinking crazy. So we'll see." Jim, not missing anything with my Versa this week. Yes. Garrett Carrot. 177 lead pellets. Yeah, it's like the Manticore. You find those, and the Versa is very.
Telling me you do find a lot of bloody little things with that Manticore. I've never found so many tiny pellets, fragments in all the years I've been detecting. I've never found as many small things as I am at the moment.
The Nokta AccuPoint. It is AccuPoint. Yeah. It's ridiculously sensitive. It's like runs at 20 hertz, where most pinpointers run at 7, 10, 15. And that finds things that I can't see with my bloody blinking eyes. If I haven't got my glasses on, I can't see it. And I get it with a pinpointer and a pile of dirt, and I can't see it. And it's that was with the Manticore. You find things smaller than a 177 pellet, don't you, Dave?
Yeah.
The Manticore. Donna's getting rid of some books. We've a few come on digs. Stephen Lawless is with cheap machines, and I try to get them to use our free low machines, and they do see a big difference. Yeah, definitely. Derek's right. The Legend is also good on tiny stuff as well. Definitely the Legend. It surprised me when I first got it. I think I wrote an article for Treasure Hunting, and I found this 177 pellet. Don't seem to actually find many 177 pellets on my permissions. Musket balls, flipping it, yes, but not many 177 pellets.
Nick West asks Adrian, what is the best machine for an 8-year-old?
How tall are they? Because some kids now are like 6'8".
Well, look at my lad. He's like 11 foot, and he's still in primary school. The Nox 800 loves tidy stuff.
Nick's coming back to me. An 8-year-old. You're not going to want to, it's a tricky one, because if they really enjoy, if they've done it with like a shortened down Deus 1, and they enjoy detecting, and they've done it 3 or 4 times, 100%. You can get a good machine, but if it's only something they're thinking about, you know what kids are like, I want one of those, and then you buy them it, and they use it once, and it sits in the wardrobe, a bit like guitars, lanky. I'd look at because they're going quite cheap now. I'd go for a Deus.
Budgies are as well.
Sorry,
Budgies are.
Budgies are going cheap. Oh
yeah.
God.
Have I just had you off?
Yeah. I mean, you could go. You could go for a Go Find, but they're all right, and they're handy to fit in the car and on the beach, and you get the app with it, which kids love. Oh, if he loves detecting, I'd get a second-hand Deus 1. but then kids love digging deep as well. So Adrian McStraw, ask Nick Berry. He's not much bigger than an 8-year-old. Yes, that's a good call.
Over on Instagram, Adrian, I've just clicked over just to obviously see that feed. Keith Fines had an old Fisher F2 years ago. Very good, to be fair. I know the person that I gave it to, and they still love it. Jim Painting, I don't actually know, but I was discussing actually organising one with some fellows. So I will let you know on that.
Isn't craft butter?
Craft as in Freemasonry.
Oh. Yes. He's coming to the RCM. Well, yeah, come and see me.
Who, Nick Berry is?
No, Nick Berry's still organising his jumble sales stall. Rodney Cook. Yeah, Nick, come over and I've got a couple of machines.
Yeah, Stephen Laws actually said there, get interference too much. The MIDI Horde is okay. My 11-year-old now uses the Vanquish, and he's loving the Vanquish. And it's very, very simple to use. I can't comment on Garrett because I'm not a Garrett user per se, but I've seen a lot of exceptional feedback for people from the 250 as well.
Don't rule out the Simplex either. You can pick those up cheap. The Simplex, and that's
budgies as well.
Waterproof as well. Yeah, Simplex. I mean, they're still going. The batteries. Has anyone got an original Simplex where the battery's going? Because these batteries, because I think Nokta 2-year warranty they put on their machines off the top of my head, and those batteries are still going. I think they're replaceable because they are on like the Equinox and stuff. So interesting. But yeah, Simplex, good machine. It depends. I personally wouldn't buy a new one, or get him a Fisher F75, or her, he, she, they, them, whatever. I've got trouble now. Yes, because it could be anything like that, couldn't it? Maybe we should do a children-only competition on the show.
Yeah, but Nick Berry, his height doesn't necessitate his age, does it?
No.
Or Scotty B can't play either, even though Scotty B's disappeared off the face of the world. Started up a new Facebook profile and hasn't invited me, so there.
We forgot about Stephen Law mentioned the MIDI Horde. Yeah, the MIDI Horde. Personally, though, I think they're good, great little machines, but an 8-year-old's probably a little bit too old for that. So,
Steve Patterson says the new X5 from Nokta, turn on and go. Talking of which, Adrian, Nokta have surprised us all this week by bringing out a new product, haven't they?
Yeah, I sent you a WhatsApp, didn't I, on Monday or Tuesday?
Yeah, and I was like, what's this? And then there it was. So we've acquired the video, the promotional video for you to have a peruse at, and we will discuss a little bit more after, because I'm sure Adrian's got up the specifications, or he will do while we're...
I might know them off by heart.
For that. Have a sever.
Nokta Detectors presents Find X Metal Detector. Complete detecting set including headphones, digger, and a carrying bag. Compact and lightweight. Rechargeable battery. Modern design and robust construction. Unbeatable value with high performance. Easy to use. The Ultis. Find X finds it all. Jewelry, coins, relics, and gold. fully automatic search modes: field, park, jewelry, and beach. Pro version is fully waterproof, up to 16 feet. Turn on NGO detector. Find X metal detector. Setting a new standard in metal detection, making old tech detectors obsolete. No other detector comes close at this price point.
I tell you what, Adrian, they really need to have a word with themselves about their height of their swings, don't they? Not that far off the ground.
When they get a fine. Yes.
No, the height of the bloody, how far the coil is off the ground.
Yeah, but they're, you can tell they've never done a day's detecting in their life, yeah. And maybe, actually, in everyone in the chat, and me and you, Dave, we should advertise ourselves to detector manufacturers. But then I suppose people might get funny about that, mightn't they? Because if they don't like me or you, they won't buy the detector, which is highly likely. It's actually only in the US on Amazon currently, and this is be really interesting if it comes to the UK. Will it only be on Amazon? Because it's not the first detector Nokta have only sold through Amazon. The first swing, I think it's called, which is like £99, which is a Nokta very basic machine on Amazon. And now they've brought this out. And I think what really freaks me out is if you buy it in the States, I think it's 130. I'm guessing this. I think it's like $130 for the basic, for the X Find, and I think it's $40 more for the X Find Pro. They're single frequency, 15 hertz. I think the standard one's got 3 beach, field, and gold or something like that. And then the Pro's got an additional program, which is jewelry. And the difference being between the Pro and the basic one is the Pro's got an additional program, and you can go down to, I think, 3 or 5 meters underwater with the whole machine. Whereas the standard one, I think, is a meter, but 138 odd dollars. If you buy it in the UK from Amazon in America, it's about 200 quid with taxes and duty. But it's a really cheap machine, and it's obviously targeting a certain manufacturer, as we all know, Nokta and another brand and other brands. They're always battling for stuff, but I think it's quite amazing that they've brought another 4 months into 2024. It is 24, isn't it? Yeah, I have to look now. And they've brought another machine out, and there was no hype, nothing. It's just, here we go, bash. And then they got the Legend update as well. So, be interesting. And to be honest, looking at the specs of it and everything, it's good value for money if you like Nokta. So, Stephen Brain, Quest Q35 is reasonable. Not as good as the Q30. No, I agree. Yeah, the Quest Q30. See, the Quest Q30, I've got it in my car at the moment, actually, because I think there's a problem with the coil plug, but I'll have to look at it. I lent you that, Dave. You weren't that keen on it. That comes with an app, like MindLab Go Find on the Quest. It's not brilliant, but you can track where you've detected. It's got some good stuff in it.
They do nice stickers.
Yeah, they do.
Hello again to people who are watching for the first time over on Instagram. It's our first time of attempting the feed on Instagram. Adrian thinks it looks okay. Keith Fines again says, just a thought, would AI technology be the next thing incorporated into a machine? And then he said, with AI, I mean, could a machine see what field you're in, see past fines recorded, and say to you, not here, mate, you want to walk over that hill and detect by the big tree?
Well, Quest are developing an AI machine, which they put on TikTok and Instagram. I'm not sure about Book Faces, a couple of weeks ago. So it's basically a headset, virtual reality headset that links to the detector, and they're prototyping it at the moment.
Who's that?
Quest.
Wasn't that an April Fool's?
No, I think they are genuinely. The thing is, they're a Chinese manufacturer, so they're ahead of the game on a lot of things. I mean, the Quest machines, the Q30, the design of that is, I think, it's like an Apple iPhone. Do you know what I mean? It's got some unique features on it that other machines haven't got.
Adrian Quick Draw McStraw says, Adrian, you don't know what year it is, but I bet if I asked what year the wine is, you could tell him.
Yep. Thanks for that, Adrian. I've got loads of wine. Someone bought me loads of wine the other week. But going back to the AI thing, would you walk around in a field with a headset? No. Virtual. Honestly, you'd get ribbed, wouldn't you? Imagine that at Detective or Rodney Cook walking around with a virtual reality headset on, with a drone flying over your head, tracking your movements, and then sort of, I don't know. There is also another machine Nokta are launching as well soon, which, do you know about that, Dave? Oh, he's gone again. Oh, has he had a bit of a aneurysm or something? No? Well, anyway, whilst Dave's son's hogging the bandwidth with his Xbox, Nokta are going to be launching a PI, pulse induction machine soon, which C-Scope pretty much revolutionised that for the many years. Dave, you back?
I'm back.
Did you hear me say about the Nokta pulse induction detector, PI?
No.
They're working on that as well. So that will be back soon. Be out, I reckon. Once they've pushed this one out the way and sorted the Legend update, I reckon give it a month or two. Might even be at the detecting events this year. They might be launching it. But yeah, pulse induction detector that can go deep. Very deep. Very, very deep.
There was another one I sent you a link to, didn't I? That was like the XP one, the big aerial.
Yes. That company have been going for quite. That was, I think. You did send it to me.
Was that Fisher or Technetics?
Yeah, I think it was Fisher or Technetics that do. Yeah, quite a few people do them. I mean, Nokta, we've got the Ineo. Is it the Ineo, which is got a colour screen that you plug into a laptop and all that malarkey. But yeah, it seems Nokta are bashing it all out. We've got the Garrett machine, the what's that called? The new Garrett.
Storm.
Storm. That's going to be launched soon. We don't know about that. We don't. Is it going to be an AT Pro in an Apex body? We don't know. I reckon MindLab have got something up their sleeves as well soon. It's all going to. It's a nightmare, isn't it?
Do you know, we were talking about maybe last year, the year before, there was another Eastern European company that you were expecting to have some company we'd never actually heard of before. You were expecting a machine from them that was going to break away.
Yes. No one's ever heard of them, and I've forgotten the name. But there's an Eastern European company, never made a metal detector before, but they had loads of specialists and geeks. And they designed a machine, and they were looking for testers around the world. And prototypes have been made, the tooling have been made for the injection molding, and from what I can gather, it was a different type of style of detector, but a metal detector. So it didn't have your standard shaft and handle. Got it in an arm cup. There was a different ergonomics to it. It wasn't like the air detector or anything like that. But I think that's gone quiet. But I think they ran into some patent issues.
And there was also I think it was a new machine that Ricardo. I'm going to actually message him in a minute, and I've never heard of that name.
Gauss.
And no. I'll message him now and find out. But they were using a machine which I'd never heard of, and they were having. In fact, Mine's gone blank. Let me scroll up because I forgot his name.
Yeah, there's, at the end of the day,
No,
you
it
can
wasn't James Barnes.
go out of a Garrett Ace 250 as long as you enjoy using it, or a Simplex or whatever, or an ORX. Oh,
Nick Berry. Nick Berry might have known what it was, but I don't think he's in the chat, is he?
He only comes in if people are getting rid of like any old clothes or there's a competition. He's like that sort of bloke. Yes. Gareth, I was thinking of you. Gareth Howard, Jim, I was thinking of you the other day regarding CPAP. Have you looked at these rechargeable power stations to power your CPAP and sell them at Argos and Amazon? Oh, it's actually a sensible comment. CPAP. Oh, is
it's not a metal detector, it's that, yeah.
Yeah, it's a mask. Oh, Nick Berry's woken up. I reckon he's...
Nick, do you know the machine I'm on about that Ricardo uses and his chum? I mean, honestly can't. I've messaged him. Hopefully he's awake or not ignoring me.
There is a slight delay, isn't there, for us with the audience?
No, he doesn't know what it was.
No. What colour was it? Did you see the machine?
I went like that and then looked away again.
Do you know, I cleared my metal detecting fines off my desk last week because of the housing manager's birthday. I wasn't allowed detecting paraphernalia.
For a birthday, you move stuff.
And I've just moved something, and I've just found a load more flipping things.
Did you go, happy birthday, it's clean?
I kept getting told off because my wife, I don't often see my wife's friends because she goes out with them and I just drink. And sorry, someone's just come in the door. I don't know who it is. Probably the
dog. The badger.
And when my wife's friends came around, oh, hello, Adrian, haven't seen you for a while. I went, no, still doing that metal detectoring. And I went, yeah, still doing that. Ever found anything much? And then, of course, that just opens off the realm of what you've found and the history and where you go.
Come in, Luke.
Yeah, my wife's going.
Tarsaki. That was it. Tarsaki.
Oh, Tarsaki. Yeah.
Continue your story, and your wife was going, what? And then we'll go back to Tarsaki.
And she's like, and then afterwards, when they'd go, she went, why do you have to always bring it up, metal detecting? And so I said, they enjoy listening to it. And they do. People genuinely do enjoy. It's a bit like when you you meet someone and say, what do you do for a job? I'm a policeman or a paramedic or a fireman or a lifeboatman. Oh, that must be interesting. And then they reel off the stories and things. And it's interesting, isn't it? And I think once I started getting books out and there was the Nokta legend here with the beast mode and started showing them, I think that's when I got in trouble. Because it's all about me. It's wife's birthday.
It was when you said, would you like a look at my shaft tour, really, wasn't it?
Matt,
or have you seen the girth of this, Doris?
Thank you, Matt. 201st episode. Wow. It is a lot, isn't it? It's a lot, isn't it?
I know. And people still come back. What's that about?
We've got Adrian's wall tonight.
Have we?
Yeah. Quite an interesting one. But something that some people find often.
That's right. I found the Tarsaki website now. Where are they from then?
I think they're. I was going to say Lithuania, but not there. Latvia, no, somewhere like that. But yeah,
powered by innovative mixed domain technology, the Tarsaki MDT 8000. That sounds like something that you'd see in a bloody 1980s sci-fi film. It's a perfect machine for beach relic and coin hunters. By employing Tarsaki's powerful salinity balance features, the MDT 8000 will have no issue detecting in salt beaches or highly mineralized ground. The lightweight and durable all-carbon fiber body, coupled with highly energy-efficient design, ensures you can text comfortably for hours. Tarsaki invented MDT, mixed domain technology, to push the limits of metal detecting. MDT opens up accurate identification of deeper targets in challenging situations like wet salt with black sand beaches, mineralized ground, and hot rocks. Black sand, if they're going to be talking about that, it's definitely
volcanic. Yeah. Actually, I think a review was written for Treasure Hunting magazine for that machine, either that or the Gauss. I think it was a Tarsaki. I'm sure it was. I review every single metal detector for the magazine. This one, they did the review.
Tarsaki is now a US-based company just getting off the ground, founded by Dimitar Gargov. Dimitar worked previously at Fisher Labs and is credited with being a major force in the development of Fisher Gold Strike, Coin Strike, and ID Edge detectors.
Matt Kent, yes, that is the machine Fodder has. Fodder has one. Yeah. And to be honest, it's not too dissimilar to how I like Rutus. A lot of people don't know the brand and still think of it as a big, like, 12 battery thing and all that. Whereas you've got the Rutus Versa now, which I think is gaining momentum. And it's what you're happy with, isn't it, at the end of the day? It's what you like using. I still like Rutus as a brand, because I like the tones and that, but I still like my DAS too as well. So yeah. Jim's recording the footy tonight so that he can watch the show. Flipping it, that's the wrong way round. That's good of you, Jim. What soccer's being played tonight? I don't know. And Nick Berry's talking about someone being shot and all that.
Nick Berry, could you not see the hole? Oh, bullet hole.
Yeah, talking about that.
Duck says the Rutus Versa looks unreal.
Yeah, it's really good. It is really, really good. I ordered some new headphones for mine. But yeah, the Rutus Versa, and it's cheap. Well, 700 quid or whatever isn't cheap, but yeah. The shame, it's a close toss-up between those two. Those two and the Versa, I think he's talking about. Oh, Matt Kent. This is nice, Matt. He's giving us some questions.
Matt.
What is everyone's best day detecting so far? Dave, what was your best day detecting?
You're going to have to give me a couple of minutes to contemplate that. I can't remember what happened yesterday.
I don't know what year it is. Well, I do my wine.
I'll probably have to say, and it not for the fines that I had, it was probably the first Ministry of Detect weekend that I went to last year up in Cumbria near T-Bay, because it was just at the end of the day, it was dead hot. It was June, so it was dead hot. I was well chilled out. I just won the pub quiz because on my own, basically. Remember? And then I just sat drinking coffee while Shane was caning a Jack Daniels. Sat drinking coffee, and it was just one of the best weekends because I was just that relaxed. It was phenomenal. What about you?
Yeah. Mine it wasn't the best day for fines, but it was about a year or two ago. It was a Saturday morning. And I said to my wife was at work and my daughter was at work and me and my son were at home. And I said, I'm going detecting, Tom. And he went, oh yeah, can I come? After like being ridiculed for the last 10 years, I've been called detectorist and all these stupid names and taking the mickey taken out of me, everything. And I said, you serious? He went, yeah. And I went, yeah, you can come with me. And so we got in the car and we drove to one of my permissions, parked up, and it was lovely. Not a hot day, but a nice day. like t-shirt weather, and there was a stream going through the fields, and there was a couple of pillboxes, World War II pillboxes, which we sat on at lunch. And I gave him a detector. I said, that's how you pinpoint. That's what's good sound. That's a bad sound. I gave him the DS2 with the XY graph, and I said, look at the line. And he just went off, and he started finding stuff, and he found better stuff than me. And I'd say that's my best day, because I know it sounds a bit gay, but it's a father and son bond, and he actually enjoyed it, and he does now. And that's probably my best day, because I did a bit of detecting with my dad, but not enough. And you regret those sort of things. But yeah, it was lovely.
I've just reminded as well, one of the reasons why I enjoyed it so much, and that's because Mia was bribing me with cupcakes. And obviously said bribe worked.
I did take beer with me, 2 cans of beer, which the son drank, or one of. But yeah, no, that's probably, and yeah, I mean, you could say it's your best find, but no.
And again, Matt says that's lovely, isn't it? Funny how it's not about the finds; it says a lot about the hobby.
Yeah, just being able to walk around in the countryside, and yeah, I really enjoyed that day. I'll never forget that day. So, and I have had lovely other days with other people. Julian Evanhart, editor of Treasure Hunting magazine, about 5 years ago, me, him, and my mate James went to Epping near London at the back of a pub that Shakespeare visited and frequented a lot, and is now owned by Alan Sugar. And we found nearly 100 pennies. Constantly, it was the way. I thought it was something wrong with my detector, because it was beep, 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 beep. And it was fairground. It was originally for fairs in the early 1900s, and we found loads of pennies, bishops, not ring. It was a bishop's badge that children wore in berries. Not berries as in the fruit, but Frank Spencer berries, and they wore them. And it was like a big bishop badge, and it was a Catholic school. Found that. Yeah, that was a nice day. And
is the pub called the You're Fired In?
Yeah. You're fired. You're fired. Didn't get that. Yes. Berets. Yes, berets. Nothing gay about father and son bond. I miss my dad every day. Oh, bless you. Yeah. I miss my dad as well. And it's not until the people are gone you think I should have spent more time with them. So yeah, it's not until you miss your parents. But yeah. Bishop Boy Token beret.
Not a Nick beret.
Nick. We should call Nick Berry from now on.
Okay, Nick Beret. Yeah. Yes,
like Jim Panting is Jim Painting. Nick
Beret. Jim Painting.
Yeah,
Jim Panting.
My best day was with Digger Dawn and Kev when I invited them on my permission to Old Millfield. Oh, I didn't know that. Stephen Brain. Is Kev the one who keeps buying her crisps?
Yeah.
Grooming her.
Evening, Cy Webber. He's lovely, Cy Webber.
You all right, Cy? Yes, he is a nice guy. Yes, very nice guy. I think Frank Spencer. Oh my God, can you imagine going detecting with Frank Spencer? Those under 40 won't know who it is. That'd be the best one ever. He'd dig a bomb, wouldn't he? Did you want to do a competition? Not a competition. We don't do those. Well, no.
I broke Zoe on Saturday, 9 hours, and we had a dig in Hoxne on Sunday. Is that how you pronounce it?
Hoxne. 9 hours.
Oh, and Stephen's been detecting with Dawn twice.
I've detected with her at Rodney Kirk. Her and what's his name?
Chris.
Yeah. Chris.
She's been on 4 of my digs, and one of them we went and scoped out together, which I mentioned last week. You weren't here, obviously. Remember Johnny Briggs?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I had a massive thing for his sister, and we went up to look at this site, and it just so happens there was a local history fair on there behind the community centre, and who was there as a special guest?
Johnny Briggs' sister.
Yeah, she's in Coronation Street now. Have you not seen a picture of me and her? I was like, I'm in metal detecting gear. All right.
Didn't she have curly hair?
Used to, yeah. I was young.
Where's Johnny Briggs now? Anyway, did you want to do that thing? What's it called? I got it wrong. I didn't get. I pressed it too early then. But you can see it, can't you, David?
Yes.
No prizes, no prize monies can be won from this game. Just saying that. Right. I can't see the comments, Dave, because I've gone full screen.
So... You better send me in a private chat where it is then.
Yeah. Oh, private chat. I can't see it. I'll WhatsApp it to you.
Okay, WhatsApp it to me. I'll keep me out.
I think I've... Oh, God. I think it's that. Hang on. Sorry, I'm going to have to stop sharing.
Okay, got it.
Because I've... think I might have... Yes, I've got the right thing. Right. I'll tell you what, the production team, they're not helping me at all tonight. Right, let's get that up and let's do that. Right, so we're back to it. Right, let's rock and roll.
I've just sent you a picture, Adrian, so you know who it is. And Steve Pettican has sent. Oh, I like that, Steve Pettican. Right, number 14.
Those who've not watched before, you've got to guess what this metal detecting find is.
It's like catchphrase, but obviously we're far better.
Oh, I'm like, oh.
Number 21 for Mia. Number 20 for Ange. Philip Wills says a lead seal. Dominic Thompson 20. Mark Anderson number 16. Dice, farm token, lead token, Viking axe, clock valve. 10 quid from a boot sale day. Oh, bloody hell. Bag seal, palm guard number 11.
Well, it's lasted longer than I thought.
Lead token, trade weight, bag seal 14. Horse harness, trade weight, bag seal.
I've done 14.
Ampula, 13. Ampula. 22. Is it a face? 18. Face. Lead face. Pot mend. Gaming piece. Face. 21. No. 19. Papal buller. Number 12. Button. Coin weight. 6. Ampula. 4. Palm guard. Toby jug. 2. Bishop's seal. 28. 29.
Oh, sugar.
Oh, Adrian, you give it away.
It's a pilgrim's badge.
Your first class. Blah.
I was just Googling pilgrim's badges because...
So, Adrian, tell us about the pilgrim badge.
Well, this is an incomplete lead alloy probable pilgrim badge, which I think it is, of medieval date AD 1350 to 1500. The badge likely depicts Sir Thomas Becket. How cool's that? The object is ovate with a sub-D shaped section and is in the form of a forward-facing human head wearing a hat, probably a mitre. The facial features are convex and moulded, lifelike in detail and form. His, might be a he, she, they, eyes and eyelids are represented by concentric ovals and pellets, are set below the arched eyebrow ridges. The mouth is narrow, extending only shortly beyond the width of the nose. Between the nose and the mouth is a moustache. The head is probably wearing a mitre, which is highly decorated with bands of pellet in circles, rows, and grooved triangles. The full extent of the headwear is missing to a worn break. The badge has worn damage around the edges. But I thought that was quite a nice little find. So, yeah, put religious journey. A
Well done to everybody who got it.
No, I don't think they are Philip wheels. And it's a good question Philip's just raised. Are these found often? I think I would be highly surprised. They probably are, but people just think it's a bit of lead.
Yeah.
And don't see the face. So I was quite...
prime example, I'll go back to it again. Steve found on a site by a church a couple of weeks ago. He thought it was a bit of lead, threw it in his bag, forgot about it, took it home, emptied his bag, realised it had something on it, cleaned it up, and it was a pilgrim's bottle thing, ampulla.
That's right.
The word. He didn't have any idea until he just inadvertently spotted it on its way out into his bucket.
I've got lots.
Ricardo's just messaged me back about his Tarsaki.
He's got 300 in his garage.
MDT 8000. To buy one new is currently 1,375, and he's selling one for 750 if anybody wants one. So if you're after a Tarsaki MDT 8000 and you know Ricardo Lees, tap him up. And he will look after that. And he says the battery lasts ages.
And he'll give you a sticker with your name on it as well.
Yeah.
Nick Berry, Adrian, do you remember that Frank Spencer made a detector in one of his episodes?
I don't remember that.
I do, because it was all the rage in the 70s, wasn't it? People making metal detectors and buying kits. Oh my God, I'm going to Google that tonight because that would be absolutely hilarious.
You need to have some more alcohol in your system before you watch it.
I'm off work tomorrow as well. Christopher Goulding, yes, they were made of pewter as well. That's my favourite metal, pewter.
James Bond says he saw a nice Walsingham ambulance come up last week. What's a Walsingham ambulance?
Rings a bell.
Let me go back up. Christopher Golding says they were made of pewter as well. Adrian Quick Draw McStraw says, take a look at the pin in my picture. Only one has ever Corporate Island. I will do when I'm off the air, Adrian, because I can't see it on the little picture there. No, too small. Stephen Brame says, have you used the Extreme recently, Adrian?
No. So I had, this is the XP Extreme ridiculously deep detector, which I overly got. Didn't Frank Spencer use that Hoover? Yeah, I think it's just all ringing a bell.
James Barnes. It was a Walsingham ampulla. It auto-connected the Walsingham ambulance.
Walsingham ampulla, yeah. But I was thinking ambulance. That's like not.
With a little toy car that had been picked up. Excellent.
The Extreme. So when that first came out, I was fortunate to have one for a while. Really easy to use. Really, really easy to use. Use your DAS2 control panel box with it. And the last DAS update, you could use it on that. No, I haven't used it, and I'll tell you why I haven't used it, because I was going on my permission, finding deep targets, but I didn't really want to. I did dig a few, but I didn't really want to go down about 4 or 5 foot. And also, I think the day I took it out, the landowner came and saw me and thought, it's almost like someone saying, "Yeah, you can use my driveway whilst I'm on holiday, and you actually service your car and respray it." Do you know what I mean? I was like, proper detecting these fields, but it's good. I think those machines have their own place. I wouldn't say they're a detector for the normal detectorist. Yeah, if you're in a club and you all club together and buy one to research sites, but people like James Barnes, for example, I think something like that it's more of a specialist machine.
Given his job and his knowledge of the terrains and grounds and such like, it was perfect for James.
Follow James on TikTok. He's I don't know if I presume you're on Facebook, James, as well, but his TikTok's really good. I forget to like it, but I think he's shown off all these detectors this week, and I was going to try and trump him and show him all mine, but I thought better not. But yeah, nice. Stephen Scott, I've the permission. I think there's a Roman villa. Why do you think there's a Roman villa on it, Stephen? Out of interest, because there are certain signs.
Be a big sign saying Roman villa here.
Adrian and Dave, would you like a raffle prize?
Doesn't say raffle. It says an awful prize.
They
are crop marks. I think it's pretty deep. Stephen, if you want to take some photographs of the crop marks and anything that's on any overhead thingies, and obviously cut out the location or what have you, I'm pretty sure that young Mr. Barnes would be able to potentially offer, or Donna Martin would be able to offer an opinion. I do so myself, but obviously they're more specialist than I.
I mean, has it got anything? Is there any oyster? I don't know what is it. Pasture? Is there any oyster shells?
Pottery,
is there any wild garlic? Wild garlic growing?
Tesseracts from fucking the Avengers.
I just like the Avengers. I keep thinking of Frank Spencer now with a metal detector. I don't know why, but I think it was a Hoover that he turned into a metal detector, and I think he had a hat on as well, that flashing light. But maybe I'm losing it. There's a Roman settlement close by. But then,
maybe you should make one, Adrian. Get an old Hoover off the car boot sale and sort of take the gubbins out of an old machine and fit it into the Hoover, and you can do some like, I'm just hoovering the field, but you're actually detecting, and they're like, woo, woo, woo.
Might try that bowler hat. Need to get a bowler hat. It's surrounded by Roman settlements. Oh, good luck. Although, on one of my permissions, me and my mate James, was his permission really, there's part of the field, actually found some good stuff on there, actually. Gold staters, Tilby pennies, loads of hammers. Top of the field is just full of like white stone, where obviously there was a building once, and then the rest of the field it sort of breaks down. But you can tell, and I'm sure there was a Roman villa there. We found nothing on it. Oh, we do actually. We find a load of little minims and like some old bronze Roman coins, but nothing of really exciting.
Stephen, both Donna and James would be more than happy to have a look. So if you get in contact with me or Adrian, and we'll get them sent across or put you in communication with them, no problem whatsoever. Roman mask was found a few fields away. Have you had yourself any finds from the Roman era on there, Stephen?
Don't say fibulas. Loads of fibulas.
Not a fibula hoard. What about you?
Adrian McStraw, Adrian Gaylor, it sucks the fines out of the ground. How cool would that be? A detector Hoover sucks the soil.
End up a bag full of iron.
Oh, gaming pieces, yeah. Yeah.
Are these the finds that Mrs. Gaylor doesn't know are there? Well, that's nice.
Yeah. No, that's my favourite. That's the gaming piece I found, which I like. But yeah, I've got lots.
Is there any terracotta fragments there with Roman graffiti, such as "Biggest Dickers fought in Continentia buttocks" at all?
If it is, that's definitely not.
Matt's just wondering. I think Matt's actually asking for a friend. It could be an unidentified town. Pick up the pottery, Stephen. Yeah, I have bags and bags and bags of pottery. Do you know? Actually, talking of pottery, Adrian, I know you don't go the Book of Faces, but Mrs. Sadler before was scrolling through the memories thing, and there's a video of the boy when he was about 5 or 6, talking about the pottery that he'd found down by a local river, mudlarking, and how engrossed he was with this pottery and telling you all about it. It's like, bloody hell, it's going on for years this. I haven't even realised. Anyway, sorry.
It's almost, yeah. Asking for the Judean People's Front.
No, actually, it's the People's Front of Judea.
Oh, sorry. No, Stephen, let us know how you get on. What machine are you still using the Quest, Stephen? Obviously, Quest for Britannia, but are you still using the Quest?
I was going to go out this weekend. I'm desperate to go. I've not been out this last weekend, but the weather's pap again.
Sunday is here. Q30. Yeah.
So it's inevitable that clay layer is going to flood up back up again.
I might go out Saturday. Have you got the Q60, Stephen? Quest Q60 with the Turbo Beast Raptor Mark 7 coil or whatever it is on it. It's like bigger than your head. It's massive.
Do you know what I'm going to do this weekend, Adrian?
Change your car headlights from halogen to LED?
No, my mate's doing that for me, and it's a van. Don't forget.
Yeah.
But it's van related. I'm going to take everything out and start again.
Your van. Sorry, yeah. Philip Wheels go for a run.
I'm stripping. I'm not happy with the layout of the me van life, and I'm taking it all out and starting again. Going out back to more or less how it was in the van that got wrote off. Even though the room wasn't there, I don't care. It was better. It suited me.
Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I've got to fit an exhaust in my detecting vehicle because me and James went through the field the other week and I drove over a tree stump and it like that. And we're driving through the field.
This isn't your hairdresser's car, is it?
It's not a hairdresser. It's a four-wheel drive, permanent four-wheel drive.
No, I said this isn't your hairdresser's car.
No, not my hairdresser's. My sports car. No, not that. And we were driving through the field, and it was quite long grass and on the side, and there was an almighty gonk, and the car like lifted up like a foot. James went, "Ooh!" And I got out and I looked, and it was okay. And then we drove around, parked up at another field, and got a big hole in my exhaust. So, cut a long story short, got one off eBay. Someone who bought a brand new one a year ago, and it was the wrong one. £100, back box and the pipe. Bargain. Going to fit that this weekend. My
Adrian McStraw said, "Sorry, go on."
Recreational activity vehicle I use. Sorry.
Adrian McStraw said, "Dave, come on over to Ireland. Detecting is bad, but the Guinness is good. I have never had a better pint of Guinness than in Ireland. I don't understand why the Guinness tastes so nice in Ireland in comparison to me. It must be the water."
I'm not a lover of Guinness, but when I've been to Ireland, I have. It's a bitter, and it's
Caffrey's.
No. Smithers or Adrian will know. It's a bitter, and it's everywhere.
I've only ever been to Ireland.
That's Southern Ireland. That's Southern Ireland.
It was to the Republic of Ireland. I went as well.
Smithwick's. Is it Smithwick's? Sorry.
Murphy's.
No, I think it's Smithwick's.
You love Murphy's. Anyway, I stayed just south of Dublin on the coast and went for jaunts through the countryside in the vehicle, down to all the places that you'd go. I even went to, would you believe, I went to a riding stables, and they had a horse sale on. So everything was doing in guineas, and I didn't have a clue what was going on. Guineas, what was that about? Anyway, I digress. And I found one of the most spectacular places I've ever seen in my life, and I still can't get over how beautiful it was. It was a place called, I think it's pronounced Glendalough or Glendalough, and it was basically a big lake type thing. And at the entrance to the lake, there was like a graveyard with this massive, tall, building-y thing in the middle. It was absolutely fascinating place, historical, unbelievable. Wexford. Catherine said that.
No, it's Smith Wicks. I've just found it. It's an Irish red ale, and it's part of, I think, Kilkenny Brewery, and it's in Southern Ireland. So
Kilkenny, I've had that for years.
That's good, Kilkenny, and it is. I went in a pub. Oh, it's a long story. Southern Ireland. I was with. They won't be watching the show, with some gentlemen who had severe. How can you put it? Control over certain things. It was a business trip, but these guys controlled a lot of things. So you walk in the pub, everyone knows them. They have their own seat, and I drank Smithwick's, and it was brilliant. Everyone in the pub was drinking it. No one was drinking Guinness. They're all drinking that. But that was Southern. I think it was around County Mayo. Kilkenny Brewery. Philip Wills. I got very drunk. Yeah, I bought. Oh my God. How weird is this? Andrew T, who's in Canada, brought Smithwick's today. How weird is that? That's weird. Did you like it, Andrew? Because I think it's lovely. It's like a ready ale. It's really nice.
Well, I didn't realise that had happened.
What?
Just had the pop-up come up. It says the Instagram has disconnected the stream. They currently disconnect streams after 1 hour for most users. So we ended it after at least
we've been there. Oh, Smithwick's. He bought that in Canada. I bet that was dear in Canada. Do many people in the chat take alcohol with them when they detect? We know Tony Haywood does.
Yeah. He's got his wooden leg's full of it, innit? He takes his wooden leg off, pours it out.
Yeah. He has got a little thing in there.
When Steve, Ron, me, Ben, Shane, and whoever else is with us, semi-regularly, we do take not a crate, 6 cans, 6 bottles or whatever, and we have a bottle of beer at the end of the day. Andy T said, Jay bought it for brother-in-law. He is Irish, Scottish, $3.45. That's Canadian. That's cheap, isn't it?
Is it? For a can?
Oh, a can? I thought it was a pint.
Oh, no. Is that?
Thanks to Will Way. Will Way's just sent me the Frank Spencer metal detector.
Shut up. Is there one?
I'll
forward it to me, please. I will enjoy watching that tonight.
Do you? I'll have to send it via Facebook Messenger. Is that all right? Can you lower yourself to chat?
Yeah, but it will be among the 57 unread messages. Apologies to those who messaged me on Facebook Messenger.
Let me do it.
I don't.
Oh yeah. That's right. Hold on.
There used to be a Green King beer called Wexford. Was meant to be made with water from country Wexford using a recipe from an old Wexford brewery. It was IPA, but a bit of froth on it. Yeah.
It's 20. In fact, Adrian, if you give me a second, I'm going to have to show this on the show.
What, are you allowed to?
It's 28 seconds long, so I'll get away with it.
Go on, put it on.
Chat amongst yourselves.
And she gave up alcohol, and I've been thinking about it. briefly. Yeah, I think I do know some people who've given up alcohol, but I find it as my relaxing release. If that makes sense.
Where am I?
Just like relaxing. You don't drink much, Dave, do you?
No, well, I'll admit I went to the church house on Sunday because it was nice and I had a couple of pints. So I had 2 pints come home, but very rare.
I saw a comedian last Saturday in a church, and the church had 2 bars. Oh, here we go. Make it big screen. Go on.
I've got him.
Oh, God, I'm excited.
Is that all right? Tell me if you can hear it. Can you?
I was right.
Yeah. Can you hear it?
That bit of metal that discovered yesterday?
Yes, it was the bit that fell off the day before.
Yes, I was right. Flipping it.
Did you hear it? I asked you 8 times. You didn't tell me if you could hear it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I did. I was laughing.
Could you hear
it? Yeah. I just.
Thank you, Will Way.
I watched that probably when I was 7 or 8, and yeah, I haven't seen, and my memory is remembered. I could have sworn he had a hat with a light, but yeah, thanks. I mean, that was like, what's the trend at the moment? Let's say everyone's talking about TikTok at the moment, or Temu, or whatever, social media and all that. Then the 70s, metal detectors were a big thing, and fishing and air rifles. It was quite a big thing, you know. So we were only what?
No, Adrian quit Dromic Straw. I went to the church house, which is my local pub, which is my church.
Oh, sorry, Ange. What did you? I had to give it up, Adrian. It was giving me fatty liver disease. I can drink like a fish. My daughter's boyfriend's got fatty liver disease. He don't drink that much. Well, he does when he's with me. I've never heard of it before. Fatty. Have you heard of fatty liver disease? It's like a name you call someone in a playground.
I'm fat and I've got a liver and several diseases, but
oh,
James Barnes catapult. I got a catapult off Emu. And off of my garden stones. So
what was it called? Black Widow.
Yeah,
Black Widow. Black Widow was the one everyone wanted.
I had the Black Widow.
Oh, I used to love a catapult.
In fact, I got a Black Widow off car boot sale about 5 years ago. But you know the rubberized stuff. It was that gone. It snapped after.
When you go on holiday in Spain, Italy, Cyprus, wherever in Europe, they're always selling catapults, like with kids' names on and that. But you also find shops where they sell proper catapults. Where do you go now to buy a catapult? I know you go to like a farm sort of.
I'm sure you to like the Army and Navy stores and whatnot. There's a shop near where I go to union courses in Stoke, which is like an Army and Navy, but it's all airsoft stuff as well. And they're like that air rifles and that.
Do you know what we could do at the big Rodney Cook this year? We could have a catapult stall.
Problem with that is there's too many people would go to too many injuries.
Yeah, true.
It'd be worse than me last year having to take drunken Polish people to the hospital with heat stroke.
Yeah, that was detectable, wasn't it? Yeah. Go-karts using old pram wheels. Oh my God, yeah. Silver Cross pram.
I always remember when it was snowing, we got a rope and tied it to the back of my mate's brother's car, and we used to go up and down the street on the sledge. But he used to go fast.
My brother built a go-kart, put his mate in it, and they strapped 8 rockets on it and lit it.
Adrian, there's the obvious, Andrew T. And there's a bait shop by my house here. They have it for chucking bait catapults.
Yeah, they do. I have had it. I used to fish and I used to have a catapult, but they're more. Yeah, Milbro catapult, Bob Hance. Yeah, Milbro. Oh gosh, clackers. Did you have cat bombs? Cat bomb? Cap bomb.
Oh, the snaps.
No, it's like a rocket,
Right.
and you put caps in it, and you throw it up in the air, and it lands down. It goes bang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Caps.
Oh.
They were ace,
Spud.
weren't
Stephen Brame, I bought my kids about 10 years ago spud guns because you can still buy them in the back garden. Hours upon.
they? There's one in
hours
a drawer
upon
behind
hours.
me here, mate.
Yeah, kids love them.
I got two of them about 5 years ago for me and my mate in work, but we got told off because there was bits of potato everywhere.
I might set up a website called 70sfun.com, and it's all stuff that we did in the 70s.
If you go to 70sfun.com, people will be thinking it's very pubic hair related.
Yeah, I'd get the wrong customers, wouldn't I?
Gareth Howard would be on there in a flash.
He would, yeah. Yeah, he would.
Tony Kay would be your biggest customer.
Adrian McStraw made a goat. I presume he's saying go-kart. A goat cart out of a coffin.
No, a goat cart is one of them things that you carry goats around in Ireland.
Yes. Because his mate's dad was an udder taker.
Base hoppers. Yes, I had all sorts of injuries from that.
Spiky balls. Space hoppers.
What's a crow banger? Is that
crow, as in farming crow banger? You're talking about?
Oh, he's not talking about the pair of the knackers. Like he used to go around
jumping. No, I know what
skinning birds and putting the balls on a string around
French arrow. Oh my God, French arrows out of bamboo and playing cards. They were the best. Yeah, and we had a sycamore tree in our garden.
What?
A sycamore tree.
No, I know what I mean. It's a French arrow.
Yeah, arrows. Out of bamboo with playing cards as the feather bit.
Feather,
yeah. We had a sycamore tree in our garden when I was growing up as a kid. I loved it. School holidays, knife. I'd have an air pistol in my pocket, knife in my hand, and a saw. Climb up the tree, cut up a 6 foot bit of branch, take all the bark off, let it dry out, and then put string on it and just constantly fire bows and arrows. Oh, loved all that. God, yeah. Such arrows we called them.
Such arrows, and Dutch arrows.
And burning things with magnifying glasses in the summer. Oh,
yeah, but yours were like little insects and stuff, weren't it?
Was it
Talking of the 70s, I'm currently eating flying saucers from Sherbet in the middle. Absolutely bouncing around the house after them. That's Wayne Rowlands.
Yeah.
Get in the shed and make cool stuff.
Was it you I was telling the other week on the show about how I set alight to Mum and Dad's house twice?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, serious nostalgia. And now, all they do now.
Tell him, mate.
Oh, anyway, it's nearly that time.
Keith Ellis said, yes, you get all the wrong customers. It'd be just like the old Friends Reunited website.
Yeah, Friends Reunited.
I'll tell you a story about that off air, Adrian.
Oh, okay. Right, hopefully we spoke about a bit of
Donna might said hopscotch was fun. No, Donna,
Spangles.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't fun at all.
I liked hopscotch.
I couldn't understand the songs that went with them. I just couldn't get it.
Are you allowed to play British Bulldog anymore? You're probably not allowed to play that
for years.
No.
Or Death Square as well. Death Square was ace. Do you play Death Square?
No.
You put your square out with your T-shirts or whatever, and it's with a football, and you got to kick the football around. And to kick the football off the ground, if someone catches it, you have to run through the tunnel of death. So you all line up in a tunnel, they run through the middle, and you can kick the living daylights out of them. Death Square.
Did you used to play Dead Ducks? You line up against the wall, and someone kicks football at you really hard, and whoever it hits is dead. That was
probably, yeah. Especially in your head, and it bounds against the wall.
Oh, it's lots of broken noses and things, yeah. Anyway,
it's that time of night. Next week, we have a cracking show lined up for you, a guest that shouldn't be missed at all. We've got Gary Cook coming on. No, we've got Gary coming on, updates about the RCM, and also to talk about the Dyson Centre, and everything that's been going on the past couple of weeks with the money raised from the Rodney Cooks over the past couple of years. So you'll find out all about where the money that you, the detectorist, have assisted in raising. So obviously the Rodney Cook Memorial take the plaudits for doing it. But at the end of the day, if it wasn't for you, the detectorists, going to the events, raising money for the events, coming up with ideas for the events, making things to raffle at the events, all that money wouldn't it be? But there'd be a hell of a lot raised. Don't get me wrong, but we've all put a hell of a lot into it. Obviously, Gary and everyone get the commendations for it, but for everybody else as well, the little people who do so much as well for it. So it'll be a bit of a celebration about the Rodney Cup next week, I think, Adrian.
Yeah, nice to see where everyone's money's gone, because a lot of detecting clubs, groups raise money for charities, but that goes to the charity and you never see how or where it's spent. I'm not saying it doesn't get spent there, it does, but Rodney Cook, we will actually see where it's spent, and I think Gary's put it on his website, Facebook, and it's on the website. There is one other thing which I just noted Ange put in the chat. She needs to buy a tent for RCM. Our friend, auction raffle thing.
Gary Smith, Lockdown Competitions
Kindly set up a competition where you can buy tickets online. Just Google Lockdown Competitions. And I quite like the way he's done this, because he's donating all the money to Rodney Cook. Lockdown Competitions are giving away a tent, 2 tickets to Rodney Cook Mac Rally, compasses, sleeping bags, heater, everything you need for the weekend in a competition, plus 2 tickets, and all the money's going to go to Rodney Cook. So if you haven't, he's really good, because he donated £1,000 last year, I think. Lockdown Competitions, and I enter every week. I don't gamble much or enter things, and I've won loads off lockdown, haven't I, Dave? And you have as well. So, but he's doing all this for Rodney Cook. So if you've got tickets and you want to put a 5 or a 10 in the bucket when you turn up to buy raffle tickets, that's fine. If you're not going to Rodney Cook, you haven't got tickets and you want to go, the best way is entering this competition, because Lockdown Competitions has lots of other things people can win, tellies, whatever, metal detecting things. But I reckon probably 70% of the people who go on his site may not be detectorists. So the odds are going to be good on that. So I would enter Lockdown Competitions, definitely.
Absolutely.
But we'll talk about that next week. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you tonight.
Yes, thank you all. Welcome back, Adrian. And we will see you at the same time and the same place next week on the Big Detecting Show. Good night, everyone.
Bye. Good luck.